Hello, everybody. This is the Dread Pirate once again. You cannot see my face because I'm recording from an undisclosed, top secret location. But today, I would like to weigh in on the recent Kelly Marie Tran crisis that's going on, and basically just point out that I want to remind everybody that this whole thing with Kelly Marie Tran taking down her Instagram and accusing the Star Wars fans of being racist and sexist and pigs, it's bullshit. It is bullshit. It is a complete and utter distraction. That is all it is. All they are trying to do is they are trying to basically paint the entire fandom as racist and sexist because we didn't like their crappy movie. I waited a little while before I weighed in on this, but basically, from what I can tell and from what we've seen so far, it's like Kelly Marie Tran, for reasons that have not been disclosed, has taken down her Instagram. And people are jumping to the conclusion that, it's because she was bullied. She was bullied because of Rose Tico. And I waited. I saw what some other people put up. There's a guy who's been doing a lot of stuff about Star Wars, talking about how bad The Last Jedi is, and I think he's a guy that doesn't get a whole lot of attention. At least. I really love Jeremy's work at Geeks and Gamers. I really love a lot of what people are putting out there, but I feel like this guy doesn't get enough credit. This guy called the Carbonite Chat. The Carbonite Chat, he's a little quieter. He's a little more mellow, but he knows his Star Wars. He knows his stuff, and since day one, he's one of the first guys I started watching. That basically kind of shared my opinion that, man, wow, this movie really, really blows. He also seems like a little more patient dude who basically he tries to give things their fair shot and is genuinely disappointed. And I was kind of taken aback at how upset he was about this whole situation. He was just like unbelievably horrified and just kind of and it just felt like he was jumping to the conclusion too that like Kelly Marie Tran has been horribly assailed by Star Wars fans and that he needed to call them out. And I watched some other people. I've been watching World Class Bullshitters, been watching Jeremy, and SE reviews and whatnot. And here's what I can tell what's going on right now. We don't know why she took down her Instagram. She just took it down. She took it down. There is no record of what was put up, why she would put it down. Her publisher has not responded. She just took down her Instagram. That's it. That's it. There's nothing here. There's no case as of yet until she or someone official makes a statement. But already, these little fucking tards who write their little fucking articles all saying, it's because of the Star Wars fans. It's because of the Star Wars fans. The Star Wars fans attacked her and talked about how horrible she was and they said racist and sexist things to her. They attacked her. They're horrible. It's the whole fandom. The whole fandom's fault. Ryan Johnson's right. And then Ryan Johnson got on his little fucking round-headed soapbox and started, it's the fans. The fans are racist and sexist. Because that asshole cannot shut up for 5 fucking minutes. Cannot stop and think for a minute before he does anything. Anyway, I'm going to echo. I kind of stopped myself here before I got on here. I was going to be a little more angrier than I should be, but basically I watched a stream that Jeremy did about this, which I thought was pretty brilliant, and I watched World Class Bullshitters, and I think I want to echo what's going on here. Is that what it boils down to is we don't know what happened. We don't know if she was harassed. She doesn't know. We don't know if she was bullied into taking down her account. And as Jeremy said, it's like, look, if you put yourself out there, you're going to get harassed online by somebody. It's going to happen. It just happens. You put yourself out there in any shape or form. You write a book, people are going to criticize it. You make a video or a game, people are going to criticize it. You make a comic book, whatever you do that put yourself out there, you're going to get criticism from people one way or another. Some of it might be constructive. Some of it might be stuff you don't want to hear. Some of it might just be horrible, awful stuff and like a jerk. Just someone being a dickhead to you. One of the first videos I did, I got very political. I talked about how basically I'm kind of fed up with both sides of the political spectrum. I can't stand the right, I can't stand the left. Go moderate. And I got my first piece of actual feedback from YouTube. I got a comment. And I was so happy to get this comment, but this comment was terrible. This comment was from a dude called Russian Robot who said, "I'm sick and tired of seeing people like you out there who molest children." And it was the most awful thing ever. And it's just because I said I don't even know what his issue was. I don't know if he's a Trump supporter. I don't know if he's far left. I don't know what it is. He's just a dickhead, but basically he just wanted to say the meanest thing possible. And so I try to just, play it cool, and it's like, oh, look, man, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm expressing myself. And he was a total dick about it, and he kept on going and going, and he wouldn't let it go. It was just like he was just being a massive dick, and he finally ended by saying he was going to threaten to dox me and come after my family, and so I laughed that off. But at that point, I felt like, yeah, I should probably report him to YouTube for that. There's a line, and he's definitely crossed it. Yeah, that was like the first comment I ever got. The first comment I ever got was harassment. Big deal. It happens. People are going to be jerks. People are going to be assholes. It's like, that's going to happen. And by the way, Russian Robot, if you're out there and you can still hear this, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Oh, Russian Robot, I think about you and touch myself. Ooh. Anyway, but whatever. Who gives a shit? It happens. It's like, you just, like, part of life is just dealing with that. Dealing with, I don't want to say dealing with the haters, but that's what it is. Dealing with people that, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's gonna like what you do. And you got to be kind of tough if you're going to go out there and put your stuff out there. Now, if she got harassed, am I saying that's okay? Of course not. I'm going to, listen. I have not seen anybody that has posted or commented on this, since since she took down her Instagram, that said, yeah, oh yeah, fuck her. I've seen no one do that. I've seen no one, support the people that allegedly harassed her. And I'm going to echo what everyone else has said. It's like, of course she shouldn't be harassed. And, may I say this, I personally haven't seen her in interviews, but from what I've heard, she's a really nice person, and I don't think she should be bullied. I hated her character. I didn't care for her character at all, but at the same time, I don't want her to be harassed for that. I don't want her to be punished for that, or people to come after her for that. No, she doesn't deserve that. She shouldn't go through that, and no one should. No one should be mean to anybody. If there's anybody that should be blamed for Rose Tico, we know who that is. It's Roundhead. It's Ryan Johnson. It's Kathleen Kennedy. That's who to blame, and that's who we've been criticizing. That's, for making a bad character. And that's what it boils down to. But, no, she was hired for a role, she played her role, and it was written the way it was. There was nothing she could do. And for the record, again, my own personal take from The Last Jedi, I only really started to hate her character after the whole scene where she rescued Finn. Rescued by Finn by almost killing him, and the whole, we're not gonna beat them by destroying what we hate, but fighting for what we love. I only started to hate her character at that point. Everything up until that point, as annoying as all of the stuff that she did was in hindsight, my whole feeling about it was, okay, where are you going with this movie? Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this character? And I felt she had potential. Acting-wise, she portrayed the character fine. It just, in execution, it wasn't executed well. She doesn't deserve to suffer for that. She doesn't deserve to be bullied for that. She shouldn't. She shouldn't be bullied for that. So that's not. She is being bullied. That's not okay. But the fact of the matter is that what we're seeing right now, the whole reason why this is coming up is this is a distraction. We don't even know if this actually did occur. We don't know if she was bullied or harassed. But they're jumping to the conclusion that she was bullied or harassed to make us all look bad. To make every single person out there that is criticizing The Last Jedi, that is criticizing Disney's direction with Star Wars, that's criticizing Kathleen Kennedy, that's criticizing Ryan Johnson, they're trying to make us out to be sexist and racist. That's been their narrative, and this is something they can twist into their narrative. And the reason they're doing that is because they're losing. They're losing. We've got them on the ropes. Nobody likes The Last Jedi. The toys aren't selling. Nobody likes Solo. We have made our voices heard. We have made our voices heard that we do not like the direction Star Wars is going in right now. This is just a desperate attempt to muddy the waters once again and paint us all as racist and sexist. You got to really look at how despicable this is of people like Ryan Johnson. Like people like these little shitty article writers. Basically trying to paint whole swaths of people as monsters, as trying to demonize us for the alleged actions of a few. And that's what it is, a few. Is it likely possible that that's why she took down her Instagram? Absolutely yes. Her character's not well liked, and there are assholes out there. But the fact is, there are assholes out there for everybody. She's not the only person out there that gets attacked. She's not the only person out there that gets criticized. But of course she will be. People don't like her character, and there are a bunch of dickheads out there. Of course there's somebody who's going to come out there and just who's going to say something terrible about her for being a woman or being Asian, or just claiming that she ruined their child or something like that. Of course, that's going to happen. Those people are called assholes. Assholes. They exist in every single walk of life on this planet. Every single race, culture, movement. It doesn't matter. And maybe those people are assholes who didn't like the last couple Star Wars movies. It doesn't change the fact that they're assholes. The rest of us out here that are talking about this, we're good people. We don't want her harassed. We're not doing that, but they're trying to paint us as monsters. And that's not okay. And the fact of the matter is, I want to bring up what Jeremy said here. Jeremy pointed out that what this also is this is virtue signaling. This is the same type of bullshit that we see every time someone that fits the narrative is harassed. He multiple times pointed out that where were all the people that are coming out in defense of Kelly Marie Tran when Chris Pratt, wished Kevin Smith well wishes when he had his heart attack? Where were those people that came to Chris Pratt's defense when he showed a picture of like the steak the food he'd made on his farm, and all these vegans attacked him and called him a murderer? Where was all those virtue signalers when he basically wished well a child who had cancer? Chris Pratt basically gave best wishes to a friend of his and a child dying of cancer and got viciously attacked for it. And oh, God forbid he eats meat. Oh, God forbid. But a bunch of vegans can't handle that. They can't handle the fact that human beings are an omnivoric species, and some of us embrace that and eat both meat and vegetables. They can't handle that, so we have to attack a nice guy like Chris Pratt. We got to talk about him like he's a monster. Where were people defending him? Where was anybody defending Jake Lloyd for years? For years, when he was bullied for being Anakin Skywalker and being a little too cheesy and a little too corny. The poor guy is crazy now. Jake Lloyd is in a mental hospital now due to the abuse that he suffered from that. Where were the virtue signalers for Hayden Christensen for his portrayal of Anakin Skywalker that was criticized? They weren't there. No one gave a shit about Jake Lloyd. No one gave a shit about Hayden Christensen. No one gave a shit about him. But, people gave a shit about Kelly Marie Tran because she fits the narrative. People gave a shit last year when Leslie Jones was attacked. But no one else. Other people that are attacked, no one gives a fuck about them because they don't fit the narrative. If you're going to basically jump to the defense of Kelly Marie Tran, you need to jump to the defense of everybody. That's what you need to do. Another thing I want to point out is that some of the articles bringing this stuff up are flat out lying. One of the articles in question, claiming that, brought up Daisy Ridley, and how Daisy Ridley has also taken down her social media because of how abusive it is, and claiming that, she took down her social media because she was being attacked by Star Wars fans. And there was an article 2 years before that pointed out, no, she just wanted to basically kind of, she wanted to get away from the pressure of growing up in front of millions of people and wanted to handle her life privately and, just not in the public eye. That's the reason why she took it down. But now they're referencing that. Now they're rewriting history. Now they're rewriting history and claiming that was done in response to Star Wars fans. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And the reason why it's coming out now is because, guys, we're winning. We're winning. Keep up the fight, man. Keep this up. Keep letting Disney know their little dirty tricks are not going to work. They can hide, they can lie, they can skirt the truth all day long. We're not happy with the way they're doing things. And no matter what, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the fact that basically no matter how much they want to accuse us of this, that, and the other, they made a shitty movie. They're taking a beloved franchise in a shitty direction, and we're not going to put up with it. Because at the end of the day, it's our money, and we're not giving it to them. So, keep up the good fight, Star Warriors. This is the Dread Pirate saying, "Arg!" Keep it up, guys.